Hello, thank you for joining me. So, in this film, I'd like to show you how to clean up your room schedule to make it a little bit more presentable. If you look at it right now, a lot of the lettering that's associated with it is kind of off a little bit, like in our room style schedule, which that column we're going to delete, not delete, but hide. But you don't want a situation like this where words are actually chopped up in two. What we'd really like to do is get everything on one single line if we can. So residential, spelled wrong. We'll have to go ahead and correct that, it looks like. We're going to have to stretch that out. Wood laminate to stretch out this column. So wood laminate appears all in one line. Same with carpet 240 and so on and so forth. A couple things we can do. First of all, let's go back to our room schedule and kind of clean that up. So double click on room schedule. Instead of a resident tail, we're going to make it chill, residential. We're going to go ahead and change that. Some of this we can change right here, and some we can't. And the reason why we can't change some of this is because this is done in our room style schedule. But for this one we can change that, so IAL, caps. And that should change that. But let's go to our room style schedule and change that too. So I have a couple things here. Now if we need to move this out and so we can see a little bit more of it, we can do it that way. Just grab the end of that block that contains that text and just pull that out. So that looks good. Again, once we press enter, every time we get to the end of that field, it enters it into the database. So it looks like residential is all changed. It looks pretty good. So that's in pretty good shape. Let's go ahead and do this. We're going to take that room style schedule, or that portion of our schedule, we're going to hide that. It's still going to be there, but we're going to hide it. So let's go to Appearance. Actually, I'm sorry, it's into Formatting. So once we get into Appearance, we can go to the Formatting tab. And we're going to take that field for room style only, and we're going to hide it. Now, it's not here in our schedule anymore, but if we go back to Formatting again, it's still over here, and we can tell it to unhide it, and we'll bring it back. So go to OK. Let's go to our sheet. Oops. Project Browser, Sheet. Made our changes for us. Our room style schedule is now gone. And let's start moving this stuff around. These little triangles here, if you click on the schedule itself, allows us to stretch things out. Let's just stretch it out starting from the left to the right. And make sure all these fields are inclusive. They have all the information we need, but on a single line. Floor finish, will stretch that out a bit. It looks like it's a single line. This needs to be stretched out for wall finish. And that needs to be stretched out. It looks like department is probably the last thing that needs to be stretched out. There, now that's a lot more compact, easier to read. I do like the way that looks. I do indeed. Alright. This gives us room to put in additional schedules. You can move it around once you click on it and get that move symbol. And you know what? That looks like it's pretty close to being done. One more thing I want to show you. And that is your Manage tab. We're going to take some things that are very project specific, and we're going to change that so we can get some of the last elements of our title block to change to update to those. And most specifically is going to be the project name. So let's go to Project Information. Took a while. Author. Put in your own name in here. You can create fields with these things if you like. Energy savings, we're going to ignore that for now. Project issue date, you can put in today's date if you like. 2/23/2012. Project status. Status would be maybe under review or under construction. We don't need to change that necessarily. Project address, project name. We'll call this Dreamhouse, since it is the old Dreamhouse design that I was using for an example. Project number. I don't think we put in a project number, but typically a project number would consist of the year 2012 and then some sort of date after that or a number after that, and then go to OK. So project name got updated to Dreamhouse, and I believe all the other fields that we really need to fill in for now are all filled in, so that's pretty good. So remember, in regard to a sheet, there's 3 elements in the sheet that are pertinent in the title block. One of them is going to be company specific. Some of them are going to be project specific, like the Dreamhouse project. Some of them are going to be sheet specific, like who drew on that sheet, the sheet number, the sheet name, and what it shows in that sheet. So remember those things, those 3 elements. That's a test question. Thank you for joining me. Join me for other videos.